Yo, what's good? It's your boy Chang. Today we're gonna go through my latest and greatest 2020 bag in the bag, whatever. Let's start off with my bag. I got an Inova Hero bag, but for Christmas I will be upgrading to the Paul McBeth grip bag. Just can't use it yet. Let's go through some collector's disc and just disc I don't throw anymore. So first up, I got this this year's Halloween Buzz. Obviously you wouldn't throw something like this. I've seen people throw this, but it's kind of stupid. Really cool design on it. This one's gonna be collectors, put up on the wall, that type of stuff. Another one from this year's Halloween collection is this money stamp Glow Buzz. Pretty much the same design, just a clear buzz, and it's a money stamp. Have the same one in the party time stamp. This one I actually threw once and I kind of inked it, but these two are going to be hung up as well on the wall once I get that started. This one recently just came out. It's a titanium Buzz SS Wonder Bread stamp. Definitely really nice, just don't throw it too many times. So this one got taken out of the bag recently, aka today. Got this ESP Glow Buzz SS in that money stamp. Definitely love my money stamps. They're just super like nice. Has that rainbow color to them. This one's a wall collectible as well. I did try to throw this just because I want to see how it threw, but since it looks really nice, it's going on the wall. It's also been inked, which sucks. We got a first run Paige Pierce Undertaker in the Z plastic. Definitely one of my favorites. I use it a lot, but it's really nice. I have another one, so this one got taken on the bag to get put on the wall as well. Super great flight. It goes really straight and then fades off to the left, so that's why I like it a lot. Slow speed, it's a 9. They say it's a distance driver, but it's really a fairway depending on how you use it. So this one got taken out because I have another one, which you'll see in the sec. It's in the bag. This one got taken out a while ago because I got a different disc for it that's in the bag. It's a Pro V Coba Inova. I just love the Pro plastic. It's really flexible but not too flimsy. I just took it out of the bag because I throw mainly Discraft and no need to have two discs that fly the same. This one I found in one of my shop. Work I played again, and someone sold a 2020 Ledgestone Meteor, which I love the Meteor. And luckily for me, I found a Ledgestone one. Brand new. I don't know why they sold it, but it's really nice. Obviously, I'm not going to throw it because it's limited edition, going straight to the wall. I haven't inked it at all, which is perfectly fine by me. It's great. It's also green, which fits my color spectrum. This one got taken out like today, the Firebird. I love the Firebird, but like I said, I throw Discraft, and there's no reason to have discs that fly the same, and I have too many in my bag, so this one got taken out. Basically, I would say this is like a slower Force in a way. Or a more overstable Undertaker. So this one definitely got taken out. Got a Zone here from a stock Get Freaky Zone in the green with that color shift stamp. I have two of these, and this one I really don't want to throw because it's a puddle top and it just makes it more stable, and I'd rather have a overstable Zone rather than a stable one, and it just looks really nice. So this one's going on the wall as well. So I'm keeping this one out of the bag, unthrown, just so I can have it. So let's get started on my actual bag, which is very big, and I have a lot of discs. And you can see it has a little color spectrum, kind of like a green to white, purple white look to it. Go with my putters. I recently started throwing the Roaches. I started with Lunas, then went to the Fierces. I finally found out that I prefer the Roaches better. It's like a crossbreed. I love the rubber band plastic, and it feels just like a Fierce, and it's stable, not like the Luna. It's more overstable. Got two of the same ones. One of them came from Corbin, and luckily they were the same stamp, so definitely my favorite putter. Anything circle edge to end towards the basket, I'll use these, jump putt, whatever. Probably last week I made my farthest putt with this one. So I think it was outside circle, which was awesome. So those are my putting putters. I got 3 throwing putters, or upshots. You could do that as well. First one's a green ESP Zone. I use mainly this one for a upshot forehand. I won't ever do backhand with this just because it feels weird. So this one's very overstable. I use this if I'm doing an upshot around the tree, need to make it go towards the right. It has a good skip to it. So that's gonna be mainly my forehand upshots with this one. I got this is the second Get Freaky Zone. Same stamp, just in blue. This one I'll do forehands as well. This is strictly forehand. It just depends on the day, how I feel. I'll throw either of these forehand. They feel great. It just depends how I feel, which one I want to throw more. And then I got this 2020 Airheart Zone Tour Series plastic. This is strictly backhand. I like the way it feels forehand, but I like it better for backhand, especially if it's a short hole and I don't want to throw it mid-range or anything like that. So I'll definitely throw a zone, and this is gonna be my backhand zone for off the tee on the short, anything under 200 or something like that. So I got this recently. This is in the bag. I like it a lot. In a hidden compartment, we got this Star Corvette pink. It's 170. I haven't used that a lot, but it's 14 speed with 6 glide. So if I'm going uphill and I need to fly straight with a slow fade, most likely we'll pull this out just because it'll fly well. Super nice disc to use. Recently got this in a trade from Berg. I lost my other one, so this is the last Corvette I have. Definitely a favorite. This one was recently acquired in trade from Corbin. It's a Discraft ESP's Heat. I haven't thrown it at all, but from seeing him throw it, it's very understable, which I don't mind because I could literally put this on a hyzer, have it flip up and then turn. Similar to the Hades, just a little bit slower. So I think I would like this a lot. Doesn't obviously fit the color spectrum, but I just been wanting to try out Heat for a while. So this is in the bag for now, depending if I like it or not. It'll get taken out. To the front pocket, I have this ESP Thrasher that I got from Berg. I don't know how it flies too well. It's more of I found out kind of a stable-ish, then slow fade to the left. At least that's when I throw it, it's like that. It's a fast speed, it's a 12. Haven't thrown it too much because I haven't found a hole to use it really on. It's more of if I want to throw it, I'll throw it. So I got this one recent. Just haven't probably thrown it like a couple times, that's all. So going to the main compartment, I have a good amount of discs, but I use about a lot of them. And we'll go through my four mid ranges, which they're all buzzes. So my first one's gonna be a Paul McBeth ESP Buzz, in the money stamp, of course, and I recently just got this back. I traded it to T, but then he traded it back to me. So I got this back. One of my favorite discs. It's stiff, so if you hit a tree, this ESP plastic is very durable. I have another one. It depends on when I want to use it. It's more of a mood thing, because I do have a Paige Pierce Buzz. Obviously, they fly the same. I would say the ESP is more understable. This is more stable to overstable, but it really depends on the day and how I feel. I'll choose either of them. I got a Barhelm SS money stamp, of course. Beautiful rainbow money stamp. This one I like a lot. It's very stable, especially if I throw it flat. It will just fly straight and then it'll just sit down rather than fade. You can throw an Annie, it'll hold the Annie line. Definitely for something that's a short hole or something, down a tunnel shot. I'll pull out SS. I have a Meteor as well. I might pull out, but that's a mood thing as well. I have a Buzz SS money stamp as well. I got this from T. I don't ever pull this out because I have the zone and there's no need to pull this out because we don't really go to courses that has a in the middle range hole. All the courses we go to, either they're shorter than 250. I'll throw my putters or anything like that. Anything over, it's a fairway to distance. So I don't pull this out a lot, but it's definitely in the bag mainly because if I ever need it, and it looks nice. Going through my rest of my bag, let's go through these guys. So I recently just got this from T. It's a Space Ace Force swirly, more like that kind of TI plastic, I would say. I just got it, but I don't know how it flies. I just know forces are fast speed overstable. So I think I'll like it. I have another force and I have a nuke, so they all fly the same, probably most likely. So that's in the bag for now, just because I want to see how it flies. Got a TI Undertaker, Paul McBeth. This is a very, I would say, stable disc. It's stable and it has a really slow fade left. I throw it a lot, just not too much, just because I have other discs. I've used a Z-line Undertaker, which I prefer, just because it's stiffer. This is more of like a Pro Inova plastic type, so it's very flimsy. I won't throw it too much. Like I said, if I'm in the mood, I will pull this out. I recently just got this. It's a Linbari Raptor Tour Series. It was a misprint, but as you can see, it's not really too bad of a misprint. Just has a little scuffs in there. I have a Raptor. I know how it is. It's a low speed overstable, which I love a lot. This one will definitely, if you throw it at the right hyzer, it'll hyzer out quickly. Throw it flat, it'll still hyzer out quickly. So I use this on short holes that turn to the left pretty quickly and off, and I need it to turn a lot or fade a lot faster than I need to. So I'll pull this guy out. Obviously I haven't used this plastic yet, but I do prefer this plastic for some reason I like the Tour Series for forehands a lot, especially if they're like the drivers and all that. So I might use this as a forehand flip over disc, but we'll see. I haven't thrown this yet. Got the First Run Hades. I like it sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes it'll just turn over too quickly. It'll flip over when I don't want it to. So I just need to learn this a lot more. Really, you just put a lot of hyzer on it, it'll flip up. But for right now, I'm still learning how to throw this. It's really good if for some days it throws correctly. But definitely that's in the bag. Stay in the bag because it flips over well. And I had Avenger SS, but this was way better. So my Z-line Undertaker. This is also a Paige Pierce, just not like the other one. The other ones with like a first run. These were the actual stock runs. It's an amazing looking USA flag. I like this a lot. I love the feel. Stiffer. It's more reliable when I throw it. Just feels better in the hand, especially if I'm forehanding or backhanding. Has a slow fade to it, so it'll fly straight, then fade off pretty slowly, which is good. I don't want anything. I have a Raptor for faster fades, but this is way better for I want it to hold its line and then come down. Moving on, I have a lot of discs, but a lot of drivers as well. So next one's a Tour Series Haley King Stalker. I love Stalker. I lost my ESP Stalker, so then I replaced it with a Tour Series. I wouldn't prefer this one for a forehand, which the ESP I loved forehanding it because it was a good flip over and turn. This one has a bead to it on the bottom, so it's not comfortable forehanding it. But I just love backhanding with this one. It goes straight and just comes down, not really a fade. Just kind of floats, goes straight, and then sits down on the line, which I love. This is a good tunnel shot. Had a few ace looks with it, but obviously hasn't got ace yet. So this one's a Missy Gannon Tour Series Undertaker. Nice little color shift there. This one's very, sometimes I'll throw it on an accent Annie and it'll just Annie the whole way down. Sometimes I'll throw it flat to where it just goes straight and then fades off slowly. So it's kind of like my Z-line Undertaker. I just need to work with this one a little bit more. I might use it as a strictly forehand flip disc, but for right now I'm still kind of learning this one. This one I recently got as well. It's a Paul McBeth Zeus. I love it. Super reliable. It's very stable-ish. It says it's a 1.9 stability, but really I would say it's less than that because it holds its straight line flight and then fades off pretty quickly at the end. So this one's really good for a far distance. You need it to fade off at the end. So this one's really good. This one I recently just got back. I had this. This was mine originally, but then traded it to Corbin. Then I got it back from Corbin. It's a ESP Nuke Paige Pierce. It's in like that bluish purple color, or cotton candy you could say, with a color shift stamp. I love it a lot. It's kind of like the Zeus and Force I have. It's a fast speed, fade off quickly at the end. I'm not sure, when I'll pull this out, but if I'm feeling like it, I'll pull this out just because it's already beaten pretty well. So I would say this is probably gonna be more stable than the Zeus. So can't wait to throw this back again. Moving on to 4 more. I got 4 more after this. I got a lot. We got my Paul McBeth purple ESP Force. This one I throw a lot, mainly forehand. Sometimes put it on a hyzer forehand, have a good skip to it, or a flip, have it flip over flex shot, which it could do both. I love it. Forehand, I don't think I've ever thrown this really backhand, because I love throwing the force forehand and then use the nuke or the Zeus for a backhand. So this one's really reliable on a flex shot or a hyzer forehand. Did that good skip. Definitely, it's not too heavy too. I like my drivers in that 173, 174, and then mid ranges in that 177 plus. So here's my second Paul McBeth ESP Buzz. I love the Buzz line, so I have a lot of them. This is the one I used a lot, obviously, because it's a little more beat up. So this one's very more stable, and it'll either sit down after the flight or it will fade off to the left. But it's beat in, so it's more stable than the other ones. So sometimes I pull this out if I need more straighter flight than the Buzz, Paige Pierce Buzz will do. That's beautiful. It's like kind of a carbon fiber stamp, cotton candy as well. So this one's the Meteor. It's more of a sparkle color shift. This one's really nice. It's understable mid-range, which I like. You could put on a slight hyzer, it'll just fly straight, sit down towards the left, or you put on Annie, it'll just hold its line towards the right. So I definitely like it. Between this and the Buzz SS, depending on how I feel, I'll pick up either. I've been throwing this one a lot more, but they're kind of, you know, 50-50 on which one I'll throw, because they fly the same. This one I don't throw too much. It's that same sparkle color shift. It's an ESP crank. Definitely like it. It's a 1.3 stability. And it's a fast speed. It's a 13. So I would say it's pretty. I bought it used, so it's pretty used. You know, beat in. So it's really stable. It'll fly straight and probably just sit down slightly towards the left. That's if I can throw it on the flat as I could. Usually when I do throw it, I throw it on a slight hyzer. It'll just kind of hyzer out. Sometimes I'll Annie it a little bit, but it'll kind of flip over and just fade off to the left still. So this one's really good. Going down to my last four, I got an ESP Raptor that I originally had, but then traded it to Corbin, and Corbin traded it back to me. So this one's a 9-speed driver, so fairway, and it's very overstable. It's a 2.1 stability, so it fades off really quickly, especially if the hole's short and it's off to the left, like a straight left instead of a rounded turn. I'll pull this out, put it on a hyzer, and it'll kind of just fly right over towards the basket. So I definitely like this. I'll use this a lot on a flex shot just because how overstable it is. It'll kind of Annie it forehand. It'll quickly turn back over and go back towards the right. So I love that. Love those kind of shots, especially with these overstable discs like the Force. Got a Paul McBeth Annex in that white and then color shift stamp. Super nice. It's very stable, just like the Nuke. It's basically a slower version of the Nuke or Zeus. It'll hold its flight and then go off to the left. So I love it a lot. I don't throw it too much just because the course we go to doesn't require anything like this. But it's definitely in the bag for when I need it to. I don't think I've ever thrown it forehand, but backhand I love it a lot, just because it'll hold its flight super well. This one I just got from Berg. I did have a Malta, but I traded it to T. So then I got a second Malta. This is basically a Buzz OS, I would say, in that ESP plastic. So they're the same. I probably won't ever pull this out unless I want it to. It's more of a mood type disc. If I want to pull it out on the hole, I will. It's very overstable, especially for a mid-range. But between the Buzz OS and this, I might pull this out more than Buzz OS I would, just because I like the way this feels better. Coming down to my last disc, I recently just got this as a Christmas present from Berg. It's a Hemis Tour Series Wasp. This one is very interesting. It holds its flight really well and then comes down to the left, which I love a lot, especially when I need to go down a tunnel and then at the end it goes off to the left. So this one, it's rated as overstable, but it holds its flight super well. So I think I find it more of a stable disc than overstable, especially if it's rated overstable. Definitely it holds flight super well, especially if you throw it flat. If you throw on a hyzer, then no worries, it will hyzer out. But I usually try to throw this flat as possible, just to go straight and then have it slowly fade off to the left. So that's my last disc. Other things I have in the bag, I carry 2 minis. I got a purple one and then a white one. I carry 2 towels, but the one towel I don't have right now. I carry this white golf towel in that pocket. This pocket I carry a little sport sack. Carry 2 markers for if I need to mark one of my discs or I find another disc maybe. I just carry those just in case someone else needs it. Maybe that's all for my bag. So I will be upgrading to a Discraft grip bag just because I like the look, and it's a Paul McBeth one that I found for obviously retail. It was off Discraft, and I'd rather not buy someone selling this for like $300-$500. So that's it for my in the bag. I have a lot, about 30 or so discs that I probably only use like 10. But yeah, that's it.